You are listening to KSG Podcast. This is a short, crisp, concise, exam oriented, edited editorial for civil services aspirants. The topic for this podcast is Gamma Ray Burst or GRB. The source is Sandhya Ramesh's article for the print. Once upon a time, billions of years ago, a star died. It let out a pulse of extremely high energy, a gamma ray burst, that is GRB, as the astronomers call it, that was detected on Earth just last year. Lasting less than a second, it was the shortest of its kind ever observed, and it appears to have challenged some existing models that govern the way these bursts are seen. Astronomers looking through NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope observed a pulse of extremely high energy in the form of a GRB on 26th of August 2022. The GRB, the astronomers say, is the shortest known to have been caused by the death of a star. GRBs are the brightest and most energetic explosions or electromagnetic events that occur in the universe. They typically occur during a supernova, when a star of very high mass implodes under its own gravity to form black holes or neutron stars. A GRB can last anywhere from a few milliseconds to many hours. Some short GRBs have been known to occur when binary neutron stars merge. The detection by Fermi, named GRB 200826A after the date on which it was observed, is believed to have been produced by a star collapse. We already knew some GRBs from massive stars could register as short GRBs, but we thought this was due to instrumental limitations, said Binbin Zhang at Nanjing University in China, and lead author of one of the papers from the findings in an accompanying press statement. This burst is special because it is definitely a short duration GRB, but its other properties point to its origin from a collapsing star. Now we know dying stars can produce short bursts too. The findings from the GRB and subsequent observations were published in two papers that can be accessed here and in the journal Nature Astronomy. Now let's talk about the mechanism of GRB production. As a star runs out of fuel and implodes in a supernova, its matter collapses towards its core, which is in the process of becoming a black hole or another compact object. A bit of the matter and energy speeding towards the black hole escapes in the form of two powerful jets of energy moving in opposite directions at nearly the speed of light. A jet of this nature is a GRB, and it is detectable only if it points directly towards the Earth. GRBs can be detected across billions of light years as they have extremely high energy and travel long distances for long time periods. GRB 200826A took 6.6 billion years to reach us, traveling for nearly half the universe's age, 13.8 billion years, before being detected on Earth for 0.65 seconds. The GRB was also detected on other instruments such as NASA's WIND mission, which is currently in an orbit 1.5 million kilometers away from Earth, the European Space Agency's International Gamma Ray Astrophysics Laboratory, that is Integral satellite, and the orbiter Mars Odyssey. These missions are part of a network called the Interplanetary Network, that is IPN, that is used to hunt for and detect GRBs. Now let's move on to the findings from the afterglow. After a GRB is detected, longer wavelength energies follow. These are described as the afterglow of a supernova. The energy is visible as X-rays, radio waves, and more. The location of GRB 200826A was triangulated and narrowed down about 17 hours after it was detected to a point in the Andromeda constellation. Meanwhile, astronomers scanned the skies for the afterglow. X-ray emission was observed from this location within a day of the burst by NASA's Neil Gehrels Swift Observatory, while radio emissions arrived a couple of days later. Other telescopes that participated in studying the afterglow include the National Radio Astronomy Observatory's Carl Jansky Very Large Array in New Mexico and the Gran Telescopio Canarias on La Palma in Spain's Canary Islands. The supernova itself was detected in the infrared about 28 days after the event by the Gemini North Telescope in Hawaii. Since the energies of the GRB and the afterglow were so weak and short in duration, the researchers theorized that the GRBs barely emerged from the star before they were shut down. But they conclude that such short GRBs from collapsing stars are rare occurrences and produced in conditions that teeter on the brink of success or failure. That's all we could pack in this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. To join KSJ India courses and to crack the ICE exam, visit ksjindia.com. You can also get a PDF of this podcast on ksjindia.com. Thanks for listening.